have probably loved to create pretty ABCs and to maybe play, if you will, with your handwriting. Since junior high school, there were the notes you'd swap back and forth, right, with the hearts over the eyes, or the yearbook signing. You are too cool to be forgotten. Anyway, if that was you, that was me, keep the passion going by jumping on board the popular hand lettering trends. Today we're zeroing in on a particular style of writing where all you really need is paper and pencil. It's as easy as that. It's a method called pencil lettering, and it's coming on really strong. Calligrapher Melissa Esplin is here to explain. It's great to see you.
Good to see you too.
So how can a pencil, because these are basic pencils, how can that turn into a serious art tool?
So I think a lot of what keeps us from putting anything on the page is the permanence of pen.
We can't commit.
We can't commit. And so we want to be able to, you know, Command Z, Control Z, right?
Yes.
You want to be able to undo that. So with a pencil, you can do that because you can use an eraser, right?
Enter the eraser.
Yes. So pencil lettering is super fun because you have this playfulness without the seriousness of committing 100%. And then at the very end, you can commit and add some pen outlines like I've done right here.
I like the sound of that. Commitment, lack of commitment.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of these examples. So you see the color shading in the center. Is that the pencil?
Yeah, that's the pencil, and it's actually watercolor pencil.
Oh.
Which is really fun because you can play with just the different shading, but then you can also add a softness and melt the colors together when you add water.
It still erases, the watercolor pencil?
Once you add the water, it doesn't erase.
Oh, see, there comes the commitment.
So yeah, you can commit as you work on your piece.
Show us a couple other examples.
So here are some other examples that I've done. I did a watercolor wash. I just kind of, like a child, scribbled all over the page and then added a ton of water and let it do its thing. And then I penciled over top.
I'm really hoping it's as easy as you make it sound, because I'm darn good at scribbling.
Well, we're gonna do some right now.
Let's do it.
So we're gonna basically do this technique right here with the inline text.
Okay, can I set this up as our little
example?
example?
And we all know how to do capital letters, right? We all know how to do single line capital letters, and I've written out for you what we do first. Is we get a watercolor pencil. Just pick a color, any one that you like.
Pick a color, any color. I'm going to stick with this gorgeous green that you've set me up with.
Oh wait, that's not.
Oh, is that not it?
This
the
one.
teal.
Sorry.
Teal green.
And then you go, like I've just lightly penciled out what I want to write, just so that my spacing is just right.
Sketched it.
And then I kind of scribble on my lines. I do just a few lines.
You really are scribbling, aren't you?
I'm not being super clean about this, and that's the fun nature. It's just kind of whimsical. It's a little bit naive. It just adds that texture and playfulness.
To that point, I mean, I appreciate the ruler lines on top and bottom that you've lightly traced out with the pencil. Do you really have to sketch out the letters ahead of time, or could you just freeform it?
You could totally freeform it.
Okay. This is one
area. But I love that this gives us 100% success by like putting those little guides in there.
I'm not going to say no to 100% success, but I do feel like this is one area where I don't feel like I totally need a template or need a crutch.
So now we're going to add that softness to our lines by just adding water and just letting those colors kind of melt together.
So these are the watercolor pencils?
These are the watercolor pencils.
Oh, okay.
And we're just going to add and just melt things together.
Oh, pretty.
And you see how it just creates this really fun, beautiful, just cleaner, I don't know, just pretty.
So up until the water, though, I could erase. I'm not committed until
Yeah, and now I'm kind of committed, at least to what we've already put down on the page.
That's really fun.
Which is great. Now I'm gonna outline it.
Okay.
Which you can grab any kind of pencil. I'm gonna give you this one.
Okay.
And basically you just give yourself a little bit of a buffer around the lines.
Okay.
And you can outline it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm kind of going kind of hard with my touch, just so that it jumps out on the page.
So it provides a shadowing.
And you know, if you've ever struggled with block letters, this is a really great way to be able to write block letters out without really having to sketch too much in advance.
Okay, so see, now I'm seeing the value in the pre-tracing that you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of free-form tracing this around.
It's so easy. It is. It's therapeutic.
So simple, simple, simple. And once we're done with this, we're done with it, or we can add more. You can add, so I've added shading. So you just pick one side, it's always on the right side. So I get like a lighter color, maybe a blue or maybe a green.
Okay, okay.
And then you just draw on one side, just very lightly. So I'm doing the scribbling again, but I'm going a little bit lighter.
This is the watercolor pencil again.
Yeah. And I'm just adding a little bit of accent here.
You are turning me into an artist, aren't you?
I am. It's my goal.
Oh, it's her quest in life.
Slowly but surely. And then you can wet it, and it creates that soft shadow.
Go. This is fun.
So it's super simple. And then if you feel like it's not popping enough, you can get a marker or a pen afterwards and trace over your dark pencil lines
to make it really jump out
a little bit more.
I'm into this. Where do we get watercolor pencils?
So this is a kit that I've made with General Pencil. They are now available at Hobby Lobby.
Hey,
so it's like all of these materials right there for you.
Look at that. Hey, not too great, not too bad though, right?
It's super fun.
Okay, if you want to learn more in the world of creative lettering, Melissa has awesome classes you're offering. Next round of classes coming up.
Yes, I've got a penmanship class on June 21st, and then a brush lettering one on July 19th.
We'll link you over to her website from ours so you can sign up and have some fun creatively lettering to your heart's content. It's great to see you, my friend. Thank you.